Back to the Correct Football Podcast. This is another swell episode. Well, timeouts will be with each and every one of you out there. Plenty on a lowdown today. And yes, indeed, I'm sure that you loved the very last episode that we served you out there. I mean, the boys are out here kicking. I am Victor Markefa, the correct guy. And yes, I've got correct guys in the building. We are all here to serve you all the best of the juicy details from the correct football world. You know how we do it. No bias, no sentiments, the pure vibes, the banter, everything loaded for you today. Well, of course, we have plenty to actually give you right here. And you know, when the master chefs get cooking in the kitchen, the dish is always a delicacy. So yeah, we would like for you to sit back, relax, and enjoy every bit of this episode as we unload for you a review of what happened in the UEFA Champions League. The guys gave their predictions, and you know what happened right after, right? Of course, so we're also going to be delving into what's happening in the Premier League. Title implications are out there, and yes, you've got to talk about what's going to come through right there for those fighting for the Champions League places, amongst other things, and then those scrapping it out there in the relegation battles. And so we have plenty. But then, of course, the guys with the plenty talks are out here. Correct guy, 1 or 2 or 3. Let me start with you.
You put me as one, I don't mind. I do, you know, that kind of thing now.
Radio Paps. I do today.
Whatever cool, whatever spice you up, and I'm super excited to be on the show this day. And trust me, it's going to be exciting, just like you said. You've given us what to expect on the show today. And trust me, we're coming correct. We're coming with energy. Okay.
Yeah. Welcome on the show, Peter.
I see what you did.
Well, games are coming through. Starting from tonight, we already know it's the Battle of the W's. West Ham United at the London Stadium against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Interesting game that one will be. We also have other games out there. Tricky ones from Saturday. Arsenal against Bournemouth. We'll be having Brentford against Everton. Burnley against Brighton and Hove Albion. I like when Brighton plays on a Saturday, especially in the hot sun. It gets brighter. And Liverpool against Fulham. Then we switch to Sunday, where we'll be watching out for Sunderland against Tottenham Hotspur. I don't know what those cats will do, but some people are praying for them to be cool cats. Crystal Palace against Newcastle United at the Selhurst Park is another fixture to watch out for. Nottingham Forest against Aston Villa. And Chelsea against Manchester City is the GCS one for Super Sunday. But then, there's a team that have not played since Ramadan. And we hope that they can catch up fast enough, because the last time they played was during the fasting. And so, yes, after catching that lengthy break, going on international break, they could have gone to play a World Cup in that time anyways. Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football is Manchester United
Monday night
against Leeds United. And that is a crazy derby game, whether I like it or not. So let's unpack all the juicy details that we have for all those games. First up would be that game that will be coming up on Saturday. Liverpool against Fulham. The last time I said Liverpool could get cooking, they were cooked. I don't know if there will be raw meat this time around, if they would have to leave the kitchen and become, Arne Slot's Gustavo. But then, Radio Pubs, let's unpack that game. It's happening at the Anfield.
For me, you look at the last time these two teams faced each other in the league. The game ended in a draw, a 2-2 draw, and you want to give credit, to how Fulham has been able to set up their side at this season, most especially at the Craven Cottage. Expected, form. You look at a player like Wilson, Iwobi. You look at Josh King. They have key players, who can dictate the game for them. Most especially Wilson, this season has been in fine form. Always dictating the game for Fulham if it's not working. And Alex Iwobi, beautiful resurgence for him this season also. Getting into the box right there. And also you look at new players, Oscar Bob coming to the side. You look at other key notable players that can change the game for Fulham. Honestly, fantastic players. But for me, I think Liverpool will just see this one through because of the situation where they are right now. They just want to just see how they can come back to all of this and get the victory. But I'm going to be worried if Slot does not set up his side good, because you look at the last time Mohamed Salah did not start the game. You had to take a Florian Wirtz, Szoboszlai out of the game. So I think these players that need to come correct. I don't know if the coach is not bringing it for you. I think you also need to come correct. You need to come correct, getting the goals, and also save yourself all of this bullshit, so that you can also be in contention for a place in the Champions League.
Radio Pop said come correct about 69 times. I do not know where next is going to go after that. But then
we don't know the Liverpool side we are going to see. And if you check the stats, Liverpool have just won just 2 EPL games in the past 5 games.
Two.
So I see that Slot might actually want to rest the boys. They can still turn the game around against PSG. There's his Anfield. You know, the noise, the fans, all the support might be there. But Fulham, I'm going to predict a 2-2 draw again.
A 2-2 draw
again.
You know, you just said something that seems like you are telling Slot to give up on the Premier League and focus on the
How
Champions
about
League.
you know if you collect, waiting one
No, like
collect
maybe
PRB for
the
contest.
spaces.
See, it's still 2-0. This is football. This is Champions League.
Because
this is Liverpool.
Okay, well,
So-
thanks to Arsenal, they have Arsenal to thank now. They can fight for that extra 5th place. But I mean, do you think they should not?
I didn't hear that.
Oh God.
See, it's not going to be an easy game for Liverpool. Fulham has actually won 3 EPL games out of the last 5. So he should just focus on the Champions League. Sincerely, he should just focus on the anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
That's Champions League.
So are you saying they should rest his players? His key players?
Even if he rests, is not resting.
They signed a lot of players. Isak is back. So Isak
After how many games?
He can start. See, Baba, Isak should start.
Well, I think what is going to affect Liverpool on this weekend is their mind. If they delude themselves, keyword delude themselves, in believing that they are going to overcome a two goals deficit against the current PSG team.
See, this PSG,
Then
same
if they make a mistake of resting their players, then Fulham will beat them, and that will be the end of Euro for them next
But then you would agree with me that the Lulu is a Solulu for teams like Liverpool. You look at what they were able to do several seasons back
against
and
AC Milan.
I guess you know it's the hallmark of what the cup.
No, I remember that AC Milan team. They can be compared to the current PSG team. They were a very solid team. But where's the Gerrard of this Liverpool team?
That's almost like
Where's the Alonso of this Liverpool team?
McAllister.
Why are you insulting Alonso?
Really?
Yes. Have you seen Alonso before?
Okay, wait.
I never met him in real life, though, but shout out to the guy.
No. You are talking of Alonso that is almost competing with Pello. And you're talking of one McAllister, somebody who we don't know whether he's Irish or Argentine.
The World Cup winner now. The World Cup.
He doesn't win.
That doesn't know whether he's Irish or Argentine. Forget that thing. If Liverpool delude themselves, I'll say that again. If the Liverpool delude themselves and think they have the chance of overcoming this current PSG team, then they will get beaten.
So you are saying they should try to focus on
Yes,
getting.
that is the only thing. That is the only thing. Acceptance is the first stage to healing. Sincerely,
Okay.
they need to accept.
There's no guarantee they are going to beat
There's no
Fulham.
guarantee.
I won't lie to you,
There's
brother.
no-
Sorry, please. I'm sorry. I won't lie to you, please. In this life, just be please let the camera be on me now, please. In this life, just be victorious because you will just motivate people.
just dey drop
Now delusion. What did they call it? Don't do medical tests now because
Little Paps. Yes, somebody told me that I can't advise her because she's AA and I'm an AS. So yeah, I can advise anybody because I am winning and others are not winning.
Yes. Anyways, maybe some certain fans can advise others is because they understand and can relate to the
I understand what it takes to win.
healing.
I understand what it takes to win.
To win
But you
what?
don't
Even when you're
understand.
not playing well, I understand what it takes
You
to
don't
win.
understand how to hold trophy now.
Go on the table.
win
Go on
what?
top of the table.
To win what?
Top of the table.
I'm just going
Okay, to go on top of the table.
Liverpool to win.
To win starts.
Liverpool's to win. Okay, let's talk about the team that are top of the table so that we can breathe. Okay, so here's the brief.
When you're talking about Arsenal, put some energy. It
Like
takes
I
energy
said-
to be on top of the table.
Like I said, Arsenal have found themselves sitting pretty at the top of the table right
Very
now.
pretty.
And
Handsomely pretty.
okay, it's been an impressive run for them from that Champions League game. No doubt about that. That victory sent them into raptures. But then we want to see what they're doing in the league, as they return. And what they say about early kickoff games, how tricky it can be. And they're up against the Cherries. So maybe they will have some cherry on top of the banter.
The banter, yeah.
Or maybe it's a cherry on top of the guns. Well, Arsenal are up against Bournemouth.
A very dicey game.
It's not just dicey, it's in the hot sun.
Yeah. If I'm going to be honest, I think I don't see Arsenal winning that match. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
I don't see Arsenal winning on tomorrow. I feel it is going to be a score draw. But again, not jumping the gun. I don't see Man City also beating.
Let's make it the
Arsenal we did now.
Now, for me, before I need to chip that in before they start jubilating. Take it.
Actually, like how they come when you talk about
Let's go accept that. But let's talk about the Gunners game against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, Bournemouth are always potential participants.
I think tomorrow is going to be a score draw. I think it's going to be. I desperately wish it is a win, so that I can come here and do my thing. But I think it is going to be a score draw.
Okay.
The boys, Arsenal in the last few games, they have not been playing well, and I think Bournemouth tomorrow will be too tough for Arsenal. But I expect my boys to at least get a point from that match.
Okay, Peter. I know we passed it, but
not to be bad. Arsenal is going to win 1-0. You know,
you think they will win?
Yes.
I hope so.
1-0. Bournemouth, they have 5 back-to-back draws, and tomorrow it's just going to be.
Could be 6. Magic number 6.
Arsenal is going to win tomorrow 1-0.
Arsenal winning 1-0.
1-0.
Well, Mary, take the shackles off my feet. Let's talk about that game.
Just like you said, it's been 5 draws back to back for Bournemouth, and a quality set of players that the tactician has been able to set up,
6.
Into this game. But
Could
I
be
think
6.
is all for Bournemouth to
Could
take.
be 6.
And it can actually be the first win.
Could be
Yeah,
6, and it could be the first win for them in 5 games too. So it could be 6.
Is it that they are going
He
to lose?
just said something.
No, I said Bournemouth.
They should still sit in one place. Don't keep.
I
No,
think one place.
he said it could be them arresting that situation by making it a victory
A
after
victory,
5.
yes, after 5, yeah, definitely. So Bournemouth should be able to get this game over with,
Like,
and also
exactly like Sporting Lisbon did.
You know, the funny thing is, let's think about this now. How many points is the difference between them now? City have a game in hand.
1, 2,
I
3,
think it's
4,
9.
5,
9.
6, 7, 8, 9.
9. Okay.
Is it?
Well,
Should I continue counting?
you cannot continue counting. It's just you cannot even finish.
No, I can help you continue counting because last 3 seasons that's how we're counting, and you just kept it under the bottle, and here you are.
An elephant eventually falls
I'm
down.
falling off the tree, so
Okay, so
I'm
now
not doing this. I'm not.
let's talk about the potential banana peel that this game is, because I know we've given our predictions and our thoughts on it, but then we're talking about the title race now. That's prediction from him. Potential means the gap reduces to 7 points if City win, and they have a game in hand. So if they win that game in hand, I'm just permutating, guys. Forgive me. Allow me to do some arithmetic. If City win, that's outstanding game takes them to 4 points, and then City are going to play against the Gunners, and it gets
1 point.
utter from
yeah,
there. I've not said 1 point. I'm just saying it gets
Gets
utter
utter
from
from
there.
point.
The pressure before that game becomes a lot more different, and it's a different swag if City now emerge from that game, with just 1 point between themselves and the Gunners, and mentality is a thing. Let's talk about City against Chelsea.
You want me to go first?
Yes, you go first.
Okay, me. Because I'm wondering where we are again. Because Manchester City is going to give them so much.
Remember, you
pressure.
support Remo Stars.
Yes.
Okay.
Why are you reminding me again?
Nothing. Just as you
Well,
go
brother, you don't
first.
start.
Are you trying to tell him that his team is in the relegation zone? I see what you did there.
No, he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. But honestly, I think Manchester City are just going to win this game, at the bridge. It's going to be a big victory for them. I think they're in good form right now. Finally, Haaland is getting the goals back. I think Pep Guardiola is a key that I'm going to use the word a tactician right now. So he saw that Haaland is getting the goals dried up. He brought in a Semenyo who can get the goals for them. Doing the magic. Also, we have Silva, we have Rodri, we have the man O'Reilly getting all those goals for them. So I think Manchester City on a good day will get a victory away from home against Chelsea. Chelsea currently are not in good form. It's weary times for them. The players are not jacked up. The manager's problem. Enzo Fernandez here, Marco Corella there. So there's so much problems surrounding, and Liam Rossiter also has not gotten his full hold on the team currently going into this game. So I think Manchester City are going to get the victory there.
Chelsea coming back from
Peter.
back-to-back loss
Yeah.
against Newcastle. and
Everton, yeah.
Peter, let's take a different POV to this.
Okay.
Before this game, we saw problems in the squad. Some players speaking. Enzo Fernandez dropped.
Marco Correa.
We saw Cole Palmer
Cole Palmer, yeah.
with the captain band and what he did. There's also Makukuela who, has questions hanging over him. And forgive me, but the last time we saw the internet banter a player for not scoring much, for not having much goals, he scored in the very next game. And now it's the turn of Jeremy Doku. They say, in the number of seasons that he's played for City, he's barely had goals. How influential will it be to City's run in this game against Chelsea? And the Chelsea squad, which individuals are we looking out for?
That would be Semenyo. I don't see Doku doing anything special.
Doing anything special.
Yeah.
It's Semenyo. Semenyo, Alan. Chelsea, none.
I wish we can have the clip of Arnold, straight Arnold showing us exactly what Doku is going to do tomorrow.
Okay, he had to go there. Okay, we're talking wingers now. Let's talk about the attacking lineup for Chelsea.
I believe if Rosenna wants to give Man City trouble, I'll prefer him starting Estevao and Neto with Joao Pedro front. Then just give Palmer, Estevao, Neto.
Mr. 49 is not going to be there.
Garnacho. I beg you, make that one go sit down. So sincerely, the first 11 will just be, if I am Rosenio, I'll use Sanchez in goal.
Tactical.
So, don't worry now. Sanchez in goal, Marco Cucurella and Fofana and Sa for me.
You don't want Chaluba?
Chaluba is injured.
Okay.
That would be Fofana and Sa. Then Gusto with the right back. Then go back to Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo. Put Palmer in front. Your flank should be Estevao, Neto, and Joao Pedro. The first leg, it was a draw. And this time around, unless you want to... Rosenno, you can't just predict that guy presently.
If he wants to give the victory to Manchester,
that's just it. He can actually start Delap on Sunday. He can actually start. He will just start with Delap and Joao Pedro.
Because he's resting player for Champions League.
Which
How to chip that in? I like that. That was smooth. That was smooth.
To rest player for.
Gotta applaud you for that. That was smooth.
But life, just be successful, my brother. Everything will flow.
Wait.
Man City to win.
Success is contextual.
Okay.
What do you see?
Well, May 24. May 24.
May 24. That's the date. Okay. Waiting for that date. May 24. We have some other games after Peter sank the Blues. We have some other games to look forward to. Potentially, Manchester United. That derby with Leeds United is one that we have to quickly talk about. Yes, it's been long since they played. Leeds United advancing in the cup. Right there, and they're happy for it because it's the first time in a generation that they're doing that, and so kudos to them. But then, of course, Michael Carrick, the name on everyone's lips, Bruno Fernandes, doing it big out there. Kudos to him and the gang. But then, do you see them getting one over Leeds?
It's still going to be a difficult one for me because every time Manchester United are coming back from a lengthy break like that, they're always rusty. The players are not sharp on the ball. It's quite difficult for them to get the ball rolling quickly, fast pace. So it's always, for me, it's always quite difficult. They're always very rusty, and you're wondering. Then you go back to say, okay, maybe the break has taken a toll on their body system and all. But I think regardless, Manchester United should be doing this one, even if it's just 1-0 to just cement a place in the Champions League. A win would do that for them.
United team under that Carrick, they need that win.
They did that win,
and they have been doing well. The past 5 EPL games, they just lost 1. So for me, they are going to beat Leeds. It's going to be 2-0.
That's a strong prediction. 2-0 prediction for you.
I think Manchester United will be too good for Leeds United on Monday. They have a chance of making the Champions League after such a long time out, and I don't see them disappointed, especially with this man up there, Bruno.
They need to be very, very careful.
They need to be very, very careful. Exactly, and that is big.
For them. I agree, because if they had won that game against Bournemouth, I think it has cemented their place.
Exactly.
But they got that draw. So but this win now is a must win. It's a win. So they need to get this win.
Well, huge call right there for them to make, and some people are already looking. I'm going to throw this in here. Do you think they should give the the job to Michael Carrick on a permanent basis now?
I don't think so. I don't think he's good enough for the job. Yeah, he has done well.
He has done the swagger back.
He has done well.
They're coming back in games.
He has done well
so to speak.
for the level of Manchester United find themselves at the moment. He has done very well. But do they want to remain at this level or go to the level of those on top of the table?
See,
Do they want to compete?
Maybe what they need is a return to the basics to get them back up.
as for me, I would prefer Carrick to stay so as to bant them.
Well, I would love that. That's exactly what I want to say. I would love him to stay.
Yes.
But if I want to be honest,
evil in men's hearts.
Yes, the evil deal.
if I'm going to be honest, I would love him to stay. Yes.
I mean,
just
the devil is.
For me, I think.
No. See, do you think if you have a prisoner, do you think you will let the prisoner go? You want to let the prisoner go?
I don't fear now. We're in a podcast with them.
No, wait. Let me that question.
No.
Do you want Arsenal to sack Arteta?
prison.
Should do everything.
Probably you should ask.
No.
Radio Paps. Let me ask you this
Peter,
question. Do you
let's be
want
honest.
Arsenal
Peter,
to sack Arteta?
If they don't win anything, you as a fan, as an Arsenal fan, will you want Mikel Arteta to still remain on the job? It's not possible now.
Okay.
But honestly, for Michael Carrick, for me, I think if he's to remain on the job, I think they need to back him up with all key players. You have the like of Casemiro going. I think there's an update on Manu Ugarte also getting transfer. So in
A club that is sacking his cooks will all of a sudden back up the manager.
Definitely now. Should be they backed up Ruben. They also backed him up with some transfers. So definitely, if he has taken them to the position where, okay, it's Champions League phase right now, this is where we are, then back him up. But if they feel, come on, I think he's not the man to do the job for them. I don't know which other coaches are available that can put, and he knows the system
Oliver
better.
Glasner.
He knows the player. He can
In the
do
summer.
that.
Oliver Glasner in the summer.
They can as well maintain.
I believe he's heading back to Germany.
If that, why all of a sudden, before Ruben Amorim left, everybody was saying about Oliver Glasner. Was that how bad it was?
That is the mistake you keep making. You no sentiment here. We talked about company the other time, and this is a mistake Chelsea and Man U keep making. Don't employ coaches based on their current performance. Do their style of play align with the style of players you have. Like you can't buy me players that don't suit my style. And that is the case here.
It affected Ruben Amorim too.
Yes. Exactly.
Those players were not fitting into the system.
They're not the
They don't fit
system
into the
type of
system. They
players.
don't fit into the system.
Okay, we're not gonna get
But
too
they can as well get Benga or Bengoche, and let's banter them.
really.
Let's banter.
The Yellow might just have the right impedance
No disrespect
to
to Chief. No disrespect.
And trust me, if Arsenal does not even pick up with that to feed this Chuku can also come in.
And Daniel Mokachi.
No, I mean,
Samson Siasia.
Fidelis in the Chuko is one title.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I see why you leave it.
no, I was just saying it's going to league titles.
That's something.
And
He would have the mentality of the champion. Hey, put them to their brain.
Maybe that's all the Gunners need. But let's talk about Glasner this
I
time.
hope there are no Arsenal fans on your street because you could go missing.
Okay, let's talk about Oliver Glasner and Eddie Howe because both sides are facing this weekend, and that game has got me thinking what's not to like about these two going against each other. For long, we've always adored and loved them because they're not coaching some of our most favorite clubs or our most bantered clubs out there. And so maybe it's a good time to watch both of them, in the midst of all the flurry. I mean, Eddie Howe's Newcastle United need a lot of saving this season without their former Spain. And there's Crystal Palace who were, early season darlings, but then it's looking like it's a different case now. So Peter, let's unpack what this game could potentially be for us.
It's going to be a very interesting game. That's the first kickoff on Sunday, right? So Glasner, Eddie, and that game, it's going to be compact. It's going to be pure English football, physical football, end to end, kick and follow. But you will see the way Newcastle is presently with Gordon's at the flank. I believe
Elanga.
They might just have that slight. The first leg they won 2-0. They won 2-0, and this time around also, I believe they are going to have the slight edge. Yeah.
And I'm just surprised why Nick Bottomade is not playing the midfield position. I'm wondering how did we switch?
Well, if you see, the thing with Newcastle.
They did with Joe Linton also.
So if the big Brazilian could do it, who's
I think Newcastle will be too good for Crystal Palace.
Are you sure?
On Sunday. The reason being that Crystal Palace are they won against Fiorentina yesterday 3-0.
I just want to,
they want to rest players to see them through to the semi-finals. I think Newcastle will be too good for them.
All right, the final stages of this one. I think we should just take a look in. 7 games remaining, the title running. I mean, let's delve into that. Who has the biggest momentum? I know I mentioned something about the 9 points gap potentially reducing, but then trust me, Arsenal fans, it was not really me talking then. I mean, it was coming out of my mouth, okay? So just calm down. Do the calms.
Okay. I'm calm.
Okay. So let's talk
If
about...
you're on top of the table, you'll be calm. 9 points. I'm calm.
So honestly, I wish I could have the run in. Just look at it. It's a
You said
big
something
picture
at the
for
beginning of
Arsenal,
this podcast. You said they have somebody to thank. Can you repeat that again?
For what?
You said certain people have somebody to
Oh,
thank.
yeah. The victory for Arsenal.
Okay.
has opened the door
For
more slots.
More slot. Okay. It will not be 4. It will not be 5 teams in Europe, right? Okay. Now, so basically, Arsenal has helped the likes of Chelsea, and Chelsea is going to help Arsenal as well.
When Olamide sang, who you help? Sometimes...
I helped Chelsea, I helped Liverpool, I helped Aston
you can
Villa.
mention all of them without helping yourself.
Oh, okay.
You want to help yourself first.
Okay. 9 points on top of it.
Considering us now,
There's a title running to
considering
consider.
after the Bournemouth game, they are going to play Man City. After Man City, Newcastle. So after Newcastle, they are going to play Fulham. Just check the back-to-back Man City, Newcastle.
And Man City is playing Everton, who has a chance of making the Champions League.
Everton.
They're playing Aston Villa as well.
Champions League or maybe the Europa League.
Champions League. They are 46 points.
Yeah.
They are on 46 points. Chelsea is on, I think, 48 or so. They still have a very good chance of making the Champions League. And they still have Bournemouth as well. They have Brentford, who is also, all of them have a chance of making Europe, one way or the other. So as difficult as it is for Arsenal, if Arsenal should manage, I don't see it happening, they should manage beat Bournemouth tomorrow, and Chelsea returns the favor. We are friends now. We are friends now.
We are not friends,
Friends?
We'll be friends on Sunday.
Oh, really?
Okay,
that's interesting.
If Chelsea returns the favor and manages to draw against Man City or do the unthinkable, which I don't think will happen, and beat Manchester City, I don't see anything happening again. The league is over.
Really?
To be honest.
You think there's no way that Man City could change the tide in this running?
The only way the league will still be on is if Arsenal loses tomorrow and Man City beats Chelsea. The league is open again.
Talking about Chelsea now, there's a Chelsea fan backstage behind the scene. Always looking at you with keen interest, like, okay, can Chelsea or Newcastle United or any other club actually secure a Champions League spot? It's now 5 thanks to us now.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Yes, possible.
It's very, very possible.
I mean, the Chelsea
We could even be having 6 spots.
But based off
Aston Villa.
Chelsea can still climb to 4th. Chelsea can still climb to 4th.
Aston Villa could be derailed.
From 3rd to the 6th or 7th position, it's still open. It is still open. So Chelsea can still move into 4th. Not to talk about the 5th. So 3rd, 4th, 5th, it's still open. It's between Man U, Chelsea, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Newcastle.
Just beat Man City and it will be wide open.
Chelsea's not going to be.
You see all these.
I think to be honest, the 5th slot is quite open. Knowing Unai Emery, I will not be surprised if Aston Villa manages to flop that. They are 3rd on the table now, 4th on the table now. I won't be surprised if they flop it, and at the same time win the Europa League, knowing who Unai Emery is.
So I want to ask the question now: are you not wary of Manchester City win against Chelsea? How it's going to affect your own performance going to the rest of the season?
No, I am not overly worried, but let's be honest, apart from banter, there's something winning does. Like you said, pray that you keep winning. There's something that winning does to you. It creates an habit in you. It makes you believe. If you're not careful, it makes you deluded as well. I feel if Arsenal loses this weekend,
Manchester win.
and Manchester United
You've gone
win-
from possibilities of Arsenal drawing to losing.
No. I said few. I feel if.
If.
Yeah, it is a big if.
Okay, so if Arsenal lose this game
Yes.
and Manchester City
Wins their own. It puts a sort of pressure on the boys, especially considering the fact they have not been doing totally well. And Manchester City 6 points behind with a game at hand is a dangerous one. Let's be honest, it's a very dangerous one. So it will make the league interesting for enemies.
And their next game is against Man City also. So
Yeah, but if Arsenal wins this weekend and Chelsea manages to draw, the league is over. And what that would do is throw open the fifth slot for the Premier League. Especially if Aston Villa continue to do well in the Europa League, they will feel they can win the Europa League and qualify for Champions League because it is an automatic slot for them. If they win the Europa League and qualify for Champions League, it will help other teams.
other teams agree.
It will help other teams big time.
Okay, there are teams that would like to help other teams. There are teams that like to help other teams. And there are teams that cannot help themselves.
yes,
That need other
that
teams
needs
to help
other team to help.
Yeah, and that's what we talk about.
Anyhow, I get to the goal within the rule, no problem. I can score 50 goals in a match and 49.5 of them are free kicks. I don't give a flying hoot in hell.
Or corner kicks.
Okay.
That team is the victory.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not talking about set pieces.
You know, imagine in the next, we have 7 games to go, right? Imagine Arsenal only score 7 goals in the next 7 games and win all the 7 games through a free kick. I would like to, if our cameraman can just go to Mikel B's house, I just want to see something.
I mean, I think you should concentrate on winning rather than concentrate on people who said words about the
Let me win while making some other people sad.
Well,
It's part of it.
Yeah.
Last time. I think I want Tottenham relegated.
I understand your beef.
Yeah, if
Which-
possible,
which other two
Tottenham, Man
teams?
U and Chelsea should go down, if possible. But
Which
we
other
both
two
know-
teams are going
I
there?
think it's going to be Wolves, Burnley, and Tottenham in that order.
Okay, strong one out there. Anyways, the guys have said it, and it's just an interesting way to wrap up. The Matchday 32 games that we'll be having in the Premier League for this weekend. But let's mention to you that we've got them going strongly for this quick fire predictions for their player of the season so far. Quick one,
A tough one.
just the name.
A tough one. I'm going to be the representative of Arsenal worldwide and say Declan Rice.
Okay, jollof rice on Sunday. You,
I'll be going with the Raya.
right?
Yes.
A goalkeeper, player of the season so far. You,
Yeah, I'll go with Bruno Fernandes.
He had to go to the Raya because we are helping them.
I'll go with Bruno Fernandes, definitely. Bruno all day.
Yeah, it is between Bruno and Declan Rice.
really?
Yeah.
Between them, no outsider. All right, guys, you heard it all from the guys, and yes, this is where we draw the curtains on the program. For me, the player of the season so far is you, the correct people outside on the other side who have been subscribed to our YouTube channels, watching and following. Those who have enjoyed every bite that we've dropped on the TikTok, and yes, our X page. Those who followed on the the whole predictions thing has been quite massive. So we've got plenty more to unpack for you guys in the coming days. But then this episode has been a short one because we know you guys have been out there on the other side. So yeah, correct guys. How are you saying your BYU to them?
I'll say a big thank you to you. Thank you for always watching. And make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, and make sure you follow. See you on the other side.
Subscribe, share, like, follow, comment. Correct Football Podcast.
Thanks for the love so far. Thanks for the love. We've had massive following on social media. We ask you to continue following us on X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Thank you once again.
Okay, that was correct guy Abayomi, correct guy Peter, and of course Radio Paps, the correct guy. Yes, I am Victor Makefa, the correct guy, telling you don't go anywhere. Press that subscribe button, follow us all the way through, share, comment, Let's enjoy ourselves together. Correct people.
Yes, he's round the last defender.